what's up, friend? You are you interested in lack of skill? Yeah. Or maybe some suck. I'm just a new guy for the love of game. Wait, don't go. I know it's bad. Times have changed, but not by mad. Don't you know that games are my thing? Yeah, I know it's getting real late. Come on, look at me. I even do storytelling. Also podcasts on great game subjects. Okay, yeah, I'm not a Markiplier or a PewDiePie. But hey, that's what makes me so unique, right? Right? Hey, let me tell you something. It's the Niko Show. Hello, everybody. Welcome. How are you doing? It's me, NikoTheLegend. I just hit my knee on the desk, but that's okay. Hey, today's a pretty big episode today, and I'm about to tell you why. But if you don't know me, I'm NikoTheLegend. Also known as the one-manner teenager, the snowflake, the rambling idiot, and Vigil. And welcome to another something. This is the Niko Show. If anybody's not familiar, well, welcome. This might be your first time seeing me. This could be your last. This could be, I don't know, this could be your 30th. It doesn't matter. We're over 100 episodes now, so I appreciate it. And guess what? The holidays are over, folks. That means no more New Year's, no more Christmas shopping, no Thanksgiving. Boom. The last good holiday was October, which was Halloween, right? Can I get an agreement out of that? I think we're just pretty much done and over with. So, but nonetheless, I hope you guys had a good time. If not, then well, you come to the wrong place. I am not here to cheer you up because this episode today is brought to you by no one at all. Besides silence. No, this episode today is a big one. This is a very big one, and I want you guys, if anybody's watching this on YouTube or hearing me out on Spotify, please check out this article. This could be a long one. I'm going to try to get through all 100 of these games. I'm telling you, as the title suggests, or wherever you find this article. I had to do this. I had to do something, especially something interesting, unique for the beginning of the year. It's 2022, so why not? But hey, before we get started on that, hi, I'm NikoTheLegend, also known as NikoTheLegend, also known as NikoTheLegend. If you like what you see today, feel free to follow me on whatever platform you just desire to just check me out, and maybe you want to see me do some chest exercise, some jump roping. None of it's pretty, none of it's good, so don't do it. But I'm just saying, it's always there for you. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Twitch. All the links will be down below. So thanks for coming on by, folks. Thanks for coming on by. Because like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube right now on the premiere, try to get involved with this, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. Now, the topic today, we're going to pretty much go right into it, because I don't know how long this is going to take. I'm going to do my best to go through this list. So what am I talking about? We are talking about this list right here, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about how Japan recently did a poll on the top 100 video games of all time. Japanese television, 3-hour special or something. Yeah, it's a real thing. I just got a lot brighter, don't worry. I won't get electrocuted, I won't get a sunburn or nothing. This is just my fucking 4K TV is brighter than the sun itself, or my ass. But anyway, this was done not too long ago. I mean, last week sometime. And maybe some of you have missed this, but this is a big deal because Japan, what went wrong with Japan? Japan, what are you thinking? I don't understand. I know these lists are all subjective, even if it's on a grand scale such as this, but it's like, what? Some of these games that are listed from 1 to 100, some of them that weren't listed, I just can't believe that they weren't listed. And some of them that were listed, you're like, what? How did this? No. But then when you think about it, it kind of makes sense. So, yeah, this list might do a lot of more damage than good. But hey, you know what? I'm here to tear down the walls, the roofs, the ceilings, make the star explode, make my heart explode, whatever, okay? I'm running on lemon water and 2 ibuprofens. So you could tell I'm a little wired. Just kidding. Okay, so anyway, folks, this is the poll from Kotaku, here are Japan's top 100 video games of all time. Are you ready? This is a big deal. There's no bullshit on this episode, so grab some popcorn, I don't know, have sex with your husband, your wife, use condoms, I don't care. Just enjoy. Put me on the background because this is going to take a while, okay? So, I hope nobody I know is listening to this. Just kidding, I don't give a shit. All right, let's get right into it. Are you ready? Are you ready? I already asked that, but, I'm building up this hype that's maybe not so hype. So here's how we're going to do it. Before I read the introduction to this, there are a lot of these games that I have played and some that I haven't. So I'm going to do my best to describe the games I have played, maybe go with some down memory lane, and then maybe rationalize why it's in this place, in this spot. I don't know. The sky's the limit. I didn't really rehearse any of this. I just looked at the list a couple times in awe and just dumbfounded. So, hey, maybe you guys can work with me. Anybody listening out there, comment down below what you think this list should have been. Whatever, right? Whatever your opinions may differ, this is something that you can just, argue amongst them yourselves. Just don't get a divorce. Maybe you should get a divorce because it's not working out because your number one isn't on this list. Okay, here we go. Last night on Japanese television, this is kind of like I said last week. Last night on Japanese television, there was a 3-hour special to rank the 100 most popular video games of all time as voted by over 50,000 people in Japan. Am I still recording? Okay, good. Since this poll has such a huge sample, the TV Asahi results are probably a fairly accurate barometer of people's current gaming tastes in the country. In Japan, I'm really disappointed in you. I really am. A panel of celebrities commented on the games as they were announced one by one. Famous panelists include Game Center CX's Shinya Arino, I don't know who that is, of course, who said his number one choice was Super Mario Bros. 3, entertainer Eiji Wentz, who said his favorite was Final Fantasy VII, boy, why am I not surprised, and comedian and Famitsu columnist Hikaru Ijuin, who listed his number one choice as Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. Okay, well, just from right there, you guys could probably already be in awe or just but hey, I like Final Fantasy VII. I like Mario Bros. 3. I like Breath of the Wild. Would I rate them as number one? No, of course, because I will not have the list. If you want to know my number one, I'll tell you by the end of this if we reach to the end. If we don't reach to the bottom of this list, I'll tell you what my number one is anyway. Maybe I'll make it a two-parter. I don't know. You get the idea. Okay, so below is a list of Japan's top 100 games of all time as recapped on Twitter, here, and on here. Okay, anyway, so now that we got the introductions out of the way, this is, like I said, this is a huge sample size of 50,000 people who did a poll. So have an open mind, bear with me on this. Remember, I'm just the messenger, so don't shoot me. I'm just reading from what I think, from what this list says. And yeah, we're just going to go. This might be really quick. This might be really slow. I have no idea, but that's what makes it exciting. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. If you hear any typing on keyboards, that's me using my soundboard. I know. I should have a separate thing for that, but, what are you going to do? Sue me. All right, so 100 is Persona 3. That's a game I never played before, but I know I played Persona 4 and beaten Persona 5, and I know that these games mean a lot to a lot of people, especially in Japan, because a lot of it is life simulation mixed in with some dark fantasy elements and exploring really twisted themes and anomalies that happen within these characters in this world, okay? So Shimigami Tensei Persona 3, or the Persona series, is definitely, it's a great spin-off series. I actually like it more than the OG Shimigami Tensei, even though I barely played any of the third game, so I don't know. I feel like the OG Shimigami Tensei is a little bit more edgelord or more dark. I mean, Persona does get dark, but there are a lot more lighthearted things to it, you know, because you're living the everyday life, almost everyday life as a student in school. That's what I liked about it. I have, like I said, I've never played Persona 3, so I don't know how this one entirely goes, but what I do know is what I've experienced from Persona 4 and 5. So, Persona 3 is 100. Now, See, we're ready to go to 99. Oh God, I'm gonna be here forever. What time is it? 7:34 p.m. We've been doing this for almost 15 minutes now. Oh God, I'm gonna die. 99. Pokemon Platinum. Now, let me tell you something. Pokemon is near and dear to my heart. My favorite generation that I remember growing up with is always 1 and 2. And when they remade generations 1 and 2, it was the best thing ever. Now, growing up, Pokemon Platinum, I skipped that generation. I skipped Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, of course, you know. I skipped Black and White 2, but then we got to this little thing called Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That's when I came back. And then I was hooked on X and Y, and then skipped a couple generations, and then we made it all the way to Alpha Sapphire, and then Pokemon Sword and Shield, and then, of course, this is topical because Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl just released, which are remakes of 4th Gen, which is where Pokemon Platinum comes from. So, I'll give you my experience. It was a fun game. I really enjoyed it. I liked the more cosmic side of things, the more space, world-ending, existential crisis type Pokemon threats. I think it's great. Unfortunately, I can't go back and give you how I felt when I first played this game back in the day because I skipped it. But I enjoyed it to now, even with the remake, despite what you say about the graphics and stuff, whatever. I was one of those people that didn't like the graphics at first, but yeah, grow with it. It's charming. It's cutesy, a little chibi, but you know, you get used to it. So Pokemon Platinum, number 99. Like I said, you know, there's gonna be a lot of Pokemon games on here. There's gonna be a lot of Pokemon games, Final Fantasy, Mario, Zelda. You know, the basic bitches are all here. Just you know, bear with me here. Now, here's something that's interesting. Number 98 is Persona 4. I don't think that... Wow. Really? Persona 4. You keep it that close to Persona 3. And look, if you look, 93, it's Persona 5 Royale. 3 Persona games in the bottom 10. I find that a little interesting. So... maybe that means to me that Japan just thinks all Persona games are the same. Or maybe Japan really doesn't like Persona games that much. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. But Persona 4, I really like the setting. I like the characters. The only thing I don't like about Persona 4 are the dungeons. I think the dungeons are the worst part of the game. That's why in Persona 5, they made the dungeons very unique. Unfortunately, I love the setting more than in Persona 4. I like being in like the suburbs, you know, outside of the city. Compared to Persona 5, you're more in the city, you know, but, you know, if Persona 4 had Persona 5's dungeon scheme and setup or layout, man, Persona 4 would be definitely in the top whatever for me. Definitely on this list. But, like I said, this is interesting that Persona 4 is so close. It's sandwiching Pokemon Platinum. So, I don't know, you guys tell me, Persona 4, I like it a lot. Now, This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a fucking sin. Number 97, Super Mario World. This is, without a doubt, my favorite Mario game of all time. I can't tell you how many times I played this fucking game growing up. I know all the secrets still to this day. This game ran my life. This game was a good portion of my childhood because this game is amazing. I can't believe that this game is so high on the list. I'm telling you guys, this list will make you mad. It doesn't make fucking sense at all. Pardon my linguish, but it's ridiculous. Japan, did you not like Super Mario World? Maybe they went the Sega route when, you know, Nintendo was flying around, but wow, when you play Super Mario World, you know, even if you don't like platforming or Mario, if you gave it a shot, you'd actually have a good time with it. This game's got so much charm. The art style is great. The music is phenomenal. The level designs are masterful. I just don't understand how this is so high on the list. Unbelievable. But maybe I'm going with nostalgia glasses. I don't know. But isn't everybody else doing that too? This is the most subjective list in all of Japan's history, in the entirety of the world too. I don't know what I just said. Okay, so yeah, that hurts me a little bit. So on to 96, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Now this is a series that I have a friend. This is the only friend that ever plays this series, and it's some war conquering sim game. I know I'm butchering it right now, and yeah, my friend plays this all the time. He really likes this type of stuff, and this franchise has been going on for a while, and I've seen some trailers and stuff. This game has a lot of characters, especially considering it's a military game. You know, you got these captains, these generals, all these heroic military personnel people that did all these fancy schmancy things, I guess, in war. So, I mean, it's on the list. Maybe people are surprised that it even made it. But I never played these games. But like I said, my friend is a huge diehard fan of Romance of the Three Kingdoms. I think he's playing the 13th one or something. I don't know. The 10th one, 13th? Whatever one's more reputable. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. To me, I think it might be... I don't know how it is in Japan, but in the U.S., it's a pretty obscure franchise in my books. Because I only found out about it maybe like a year and a half ago. And I've been playing games since I was 4. So I don't know. Now... another surprising thing is 95 is Mother. So that's pretty much Earthbound Beginnings, which Earthbound Beginnings came to the U.S. like 6 years ago. It came out on the Wii U eShop, which I was really surprised. I actually have it. And, wow. Playing that game that came out on the NES, right? I believe, yeah, the NES. Yeah. I never got to experience it as a kid because it wasn't out in America. So I don't have too much of an opinion except that it's really fucking hard. And this game has no direction because it's an original Nintendo game. A lot of original Nintendo games, you're just... There was no... Half the time you didn't even know where you were going in some of these games. Like Legend of Zelda or Mother or even the first Ninja Turtles game, which had some open world mechanics. You just had curiosity, right? You just had to figure out on your own. Metroid, there was no map. Just to list a few games there. So Mother... I wish there was a Mother 3 coming to the US. I hate how Japan hasn't fucking localized it. Shame on you, Japan. Or Nintendo or whatever. HAL. And then no Mother 4 sequel. So, I don't know. Anyway, I really liked Earthbound 2. And Earthbound Beginnings had a decent enough charm to it. So it wasn't terrible. It's just hard. It's a hard JRPG game. But hey, if you like... It's a quirky game. It's got some quirky characters in it. If you like that, if you like the more space and aliens and really trippy vibes and kind of like fever dream type setting or themes and mixed in with, I guess, just normal living in towns and stuff. I'm trying to word it as best I can. Sorry, I'm on the spot here. Then you like this, especially if you like JRPGs and stuff. It's pretty neat. Like I said, a lot of people like Earthbound. The sequel, Mother 2, and it's a great game. It's pretty long too. I'm surprised. Okay, 94, Fire Emblem, Genealogy of the Hugh Holy War. Yeah, let me tell you something, guys. My first ever Fire Emblem game was Three Houses for the Switch, so I can't really go too much. I've known a lot of people that love Fire Emblem. It's a great tactical strategy game. I think it's a great fantasy strategy game. I think anybody who wants like a sweet tactical turn-based game. With permadeath and some really cool characters, so on and so forth. You check out Fire Emblem. If you have a Switch, check out Three Houses because it is really, really good. And then there's a bunch of other... I heard Radiance... the one for GameCube is really good, and then the one for the 3DS that came out. The first one that came out with 3DS. God, I can't remember. There's so many. There's so many. They just released the first Fire Emblem game like earlier this year or last year or something, which I bought because it was cheap. But man, that game has not aged well. Okay, so now we're here to Persona 5 Royale. Look, Persona 5, another fucking Persona game in the bottom 10. What the fuck? Japan, what's gotten into you? I'm telling you, they have no love for Persona. I mean, I guess there's so many games in the world. I guess being on this top 100 still means a lot in some fashion. Oh yeah, you guys can't see the list. All right, hold on a second. Sorry about that. Maybe I should go in with you guys here. Maybe I should just do it that. My bad. I should just do it like this. I'll just look at it to my right. Okay, so yeah, Persona 5 Royale. They just released. You know what? This game came out earlier this year or last year, I believe, which was just like an expanded version, the complete version of Persona 5, and Persona 5 is a long-ass fucking game. Casual play for me was 98 hours to beat the entire game, and my god, that is way too long in my books, but I did have a great time. I can't complain, but holy crap, that was a long fucking game. Of course, your first time, it's always going to be a lot longer than all your other times. Plus, it's got New Game Plus, so it's got plenty of replay value. Plus, you got your social links. You got all the stuff that you could do that you did on your first playthrough transfers over to the second game for the most part. To the New Game Plus. So, things will be quicker, you'll be stronger, killing enemies faster. Anyway, so I played the OG Persona 5, and I thought it was good. Like I said, I just think it's crazy that three Persona games are in the bottom 10. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. You let me know if anybody's listening. So 92 is Monster Hunter 4G. Is this some kind of Monster Hunter phone game that I'm missing? I have no clue. I can't really give an opinion on that, although Monster Hunter is very addicting and time-consuming all the hell. A bit too time-consuming for my taste. That's why I like Monster Hunter Stories 2 that came out earlier this year, right? Or was it this year or last year? I don't remember, but it was great. I had a lot of fun with it. It's more of like a Pokemon-style turn-based Monster Hunter game. It was a lot of fun. Now, this next one is... I can't believe Japan on this one. Probably because it's not their favorite version of this game, but this is 91. I can't even believe it. Street Fighter 2. I cannot believe Japan would rate this so low. No, don't clap. That's boo. That's boo. It's fucking bullshit. Japan's got some wacky standards when it comes to voting for their favorite games. I guess because there's just so many, and then, I don't know. This is the most mix and match game ever, list ever. But this is crazy. Street Fighter 2 was literally the pinnacle of when fighting games started to become really, really popular. You thought it was the first Mortal Kombat? No. Look, first Mortal Kombat, it was its own thing. It was great, very influential. But it was Street Fighter 2 that really, really got the fighting scene going. Soon after that, I don't remember what came out first, Mortal Kombat 2 or Street Fighter 2. But you had Street Fighter 2, you had Mortal Kombat 2, you had Killer Instinct. You had those top three, and then of course you had those other games. Not to disrespect the other fighters, but man, Street Fighter 2, we still have that game. I still have that game for the Super Nintendo. Classic fighting game. Like I said, it's not the best version of Street Fighter 2, but you can't forget the classic. You can't remember your first. Street Fighter 2. I never played Street Fighter 1. I didn't even think it existed for the longest time. I thought Street Fighter 2 was just a clever way of marketing. I was like, "Ooh, this sounds really cool." But wow, Japan. The Haru no Setsui shows no mercy to you. So, that's insane. So, two biggest surprises so far, Super Mario World and Street Fighter 2. That's just insane to me. Okay, we're already 30 minutes in just about, and we're just at the fucking 90. Final Fantasy 8. Okay, I don't like Final Fantasy 8 at all, but I know a lot of people that really did like this, and I'm quite surprised I guess I'm going to be surprised this whole fucking time. Oh, God. But, look, I can't stand Final Fantasy VIII because I think it has the worst beginning hours, getting into the world and the setting and stuff. It's got the slowest opening ever, and the draw system is so boring and confusing. I can't tell you how many times I've tried playing this game, and I just can't do it. I played it earlier this year for, a couple hours, and it's like, ooh, that's not enough. Listen, Final Fantasy VII pulls you right the fuck in. It's from the intro cutscene to the bombing mission. The entirety of that beginning part is amazing. Final Fantasy IX, it sets you up for greatness. You're flying into Alexandria. You're doing this crazy play. You're in this group of thieves trying to kidnap the princess. It's great from the get-go, too. It's awesome. Final Fantasy VIII, it sets the bar so high with the opening cutscene because it's so fucking hype, and then you start out in a school. And then you're running around really slow, and you got to study for school and exams. Yes, because we play RPGs to live out school days. I know I mentioned Persona, but oh my God, Persona, it works. It's designed that way. It's the normal trend. Final Fantasy VIII going with the school thing. I mean, look, neat in theory, but not good. It's just not good in paper or execution. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know. It's just never been my thing. I've tried. I just can't. The pacing is so slow in this game. But, like I said, I know plenty of people that enjoyed it. It's got a great soundtrack, though. And I'm sure a lot of people will take it to their grave that this is their favorite Final Fantasy. Everybody's got their favorite crap fantasy. Everybody, like I said, this isn't mine. You'll know what my favorite game and Final Fantasy is when we get down to 1. Oh! Okay, so 89, Super Mario Galaxy 2. You know what? I'm glad it's this fucking low on the list because in terms of, being on the... Oh, by the way, we're at 89 now. We're in the 80s. We're in the 80s, everybody. 89, the year I was born, 1989. Close enough. Super Mario Galaxy 2. This is probably one of my least favorite Mario games of all time. I can't believe that it beat out Super Mario World. Unbelievable. I wish I could say more. I could elaborate more. But if anybody's watching me on YouTube, just watch my Super Mario Galaxy 2 playthrough on like a Let's Play I did. You get to see how frustrated I get with the game. I really did not like this game at all. I actually like Super Mario Galaxy 1 a lot more. But hey, that's just me. Like I said, I know a lot of people that like this game. I'm going to be saying that about every game, apparently. So, boring. Okay, 88, Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword's not everybody's favorite Zelda game. I definitely think it's in the bottom tier. It's funny. Everybody was talking so much shit about Skyward Sword. Look, I played and beat it on the Wii. I didn't think it was that bad, but I had no desire to go back and play it because... Something with Wii motion controls, when it's Wii motion controls only, it just puts a sour taste in my mouth. I don't want to... Sometimes you just don't want to put that much fucking effort into playing a game, especially a Zelda game. It was cool to do it once, to... This is the first Zelda game I ever actually stood up and actually, slashed my way through enemies and, ran around playing the game. It was actually enjoyable, and the story was pretty good, but there was a lot of things that people didn't like, and I can understand. And that's when it came out back in the day, and now when it re-released this past year, everybody's like defending it to its grave. I'm like, oh my god, really? Just let's calm down, everybody. Let's just relax here. But yeah, I definitely would put this in the bottom tier for me, along with Zelda 2 and jeez, I don't know. I don't really care for any of like the DS ones, like the Wind Waker Link, like Minish Cap and Spirit Tracks. I really don't care about that. I'm sorry. I just don't. I try, but I just can't do it. Okay, 87. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Like, what were you expecting, Capcom, when you make a title like that? Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. That came out on the Switch, actually. So it's nice to see a Switch game on here. But yeah, Monster Hunter, you're going to see it a lot on here. I don't know. I've never played Generations Ultimate. I've only played like a few Monster Hunter games, like World 3 Ultimate, Stories 2. I never played Rise or the OG Monster Hunter, which is 86. Let's just go right to there. 86 is Monster Hunter. Now, Monster Hunter was a big deal when it came out on the PSP. Like Capcom, they fucking capitalized on that market. It was one of the best handheld games you could ever own for a PSP. It was pretty insane. I remember a lot of people playing this. Right? It was the PSP. Just correct me if I'm wrong, folks. It's been a while since I've recapped on these games. But Monster Hunter, I remember a lot of people playing the hell out of this game. It was an iconic game when it came out. Because we haven't seen a game like that. It was awesome. Like Capcom, they do a good job with Monster Hunter games. I'll give them that. Despite how much they just keep releasing the same garbage over and over. I say garbage as in just re-releasing it. It's like, geez, we get it. You're making so much. Look, it's like I got all this fuck you money. Bring back Breath of Fire, damn it. Okay, so Dragon Quest VI. That's number 85. Now, I've been meaning to download Dragon Quest VIII for the 3DS. Dragon Quest VIII and 11 are one of my favorite JRPGs or RPGs of all time. They're fantastic. You should give them a shot. Oh boy, 33 minutes and we're only at 85. So Dragon Quest VI, that's the guy with the stick, right? The Heavenly, is it the Heavenly Bride one? Oh man, I'm sorry. That's the guy with the staff, which is surprising because a lot of people really liked this one, Dragon Quest VI. They really, really liked it. It's one of their favorites because throughout my life I've seen people talk about this quite a bit, but it's surprising that it's so low on the list. I don't know. Now, 84, a Final Fantasy game, right? Oh, well, Final Fantasy 8. Final Fantasy 11, a game that's still alive. The MMO, the first Final Fantasy MMO, and It's been out for so long. When did it come out? Around the same time World of Warcraft came out, 2003, 2004? I don't know. But this game has come out on so many platforms. It's crazy. It's like what? I remember I had it for the 360, right? And you can play it for the PS2, 360. I'm sure you could have played it for the PS3. I don't know about PS4 or Xbox One or anything like that, or what, but obviously PC. But this game has been alive for a very long time, so I give Final Fantasy XI credit, especially when Final Fantasy XIV is doing so fucking good right now. I don't know how Square Enix, I don't know why they decided to make 2 MMOs. Actually, they made 3 because of Dragon Quest X Online. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Square Enix is so fucking just insane. They have so much fuck you money, it's not even funny. But Dragon Quest XI, one of the best gaming soundtracks I've ever heard by the legendary Nobuo Uematsu for a Final Fantasy game, but just in gaming in general, holy shit, you gotta check it out. And I remember playing it back on the 360 when I got it. I had no idea what I was fucking doing, just like how it is with all MMOs. I was still getting used to the MMO scene because I only played a little bit of the World of Warcraft when it came out. I think I had to borrow Final Fantasy XI for the 360, I think. No, or did I buy it? I don't remember. But I remember the case being really cool. It was a pretty cool case. I thought the cover was awesome. I really wanted to play an MMO Final Fantasy game. I just remember someone telling me that you just leave the starter zone and then you just run like 3 regions away to grind. And it was so fucking boring. It was so empty. There was nothing for me to do. I couldn't even do like the normal like quest design like in World of Warcraft or the Old Republic or whatever, insert MMO normal formula. I don't know. Or Final Fantasy 14 style. I don't fucking know. I always played this wrong, but damn, it has a great soundtrack, and it was cool making your own Final Fantasy character. So, who knows? Maybe one day I'll go back and someone can actually fucking show me the ropes. Okay, 83, Dragon Quest VII. I bought Dragon Quest VII for the 3DS, and I really wish I bought Dragon Quest VIII when it came out, when it was $40. Fuck. Like physical. But don't worry, I can buy it on the 3DS eShop if I wanted to, so that's always good. I better hurry before they decide to shut down services for that. But, yeah, Dragon Quest VII. It came out on the original PlayStation, a game I never could get into, because it was so expensive. It was called Dragon Warrior 7 in America. Yeah, but I played it like almost half a dozen years ago, and it was all right. It was okay. I don't know. The main character, he's kind of probably my least favorite protagonist for a Dragon Quest character. I don't know. I couldn't really dig it. I could not dig it too much. I kind of got bored with it, unfortunately. So, yeah, not my favorite Dragon Quest. Like I said, 8 and 11, and I really do like... was it 4? Or which one's Realms of Revelation? Is that 4? No, I think that's 5. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, on my porno. Sorry. There's no porn. It was just me going to Google just to look this up. Dragon Quest 5. Oh, Dragon Quest 6 was not the Stickman. Just Dragon Quest 5. I'm sorry, folks. Man, I hope someone corrected me on that. Dragon Quest 6 was the one I really liked. A lot of people like Dragon Quest 6, actually. They liked 4, 5, and 6 a lot. And I was really happy that they re-released it for the 3DS, or the DS. I have this, actually, which is really nice. But I really want to play Dragon Quest 8 because I love that game so much. So, Dragon Quest, which one are we on? Dragon Quest 7. Yeah. So, shit, Dragon Quest 6 lost to Dragon Quest 7. It's unfortunate. Okay, back to the list. All right, correction. The one I really liked was the one that was bottom tier, pretty much. Okay, 82, The Legend of Mana. Guess what? I don't think the Secret of Mana series is that great. I do not like Secret of Mana at all. It is really frustrating if you don't play it in co-op because your teammate is retarded and your AI companion is really bad. It's terrible AI, and I don't know. It probably people just have nostalgia boner for it because it was cool to play a cooperative RPG on the Super Nintendo with 3 players or 2 players, whatever tickle your fancy. But I just couldn't get into it. It's frustrating when you don't play with another person because you got bosses that do this really stupid, like terrible move sets And I'm talking about Secret of Mana. Unblockable movesets and all that, and then your companion doesn't help. Anyway, so this is Legend of Mana, which actually got a re-release not too long ago. But never played it, didn't care too much about it. I do have Trials of Mana, and Trials of Mana is it's not bad. It's interesting, but something I don't know about this thing is with the Secret of Mana franchise. Maybe it's just because I barely scratched the surface on either of these games. But it's not that dense when it comes to story or in depth too much. It's very serviceable on the surface. I don't know. You guys let me know. Maybe there's more to it than I can't even think of my stupid brain. Okay. Yeah, and also you're gonna see a lot of Japanese games on here because we're in Japan. I'd be surprised if we see any English, Western games or European games. Oh, okay. So, Dragon Quest Builders 2. Now this is. I've actually played Dragon Quest Builders 1 a little bit with my roommate, Deal. It's actually pretty cool. It was pretty neat. I liked how it was like its own interpretation of a Minecraft type game, like building game, hence the name. Builders 2 apparently did really well for Square Enix, and it was, I think it got pretty good reviews, right? Anybody that's played it, let me know what you think. It looks kind of fun though. Of course, you can never dethrone Minecraft, but but sometimes you get these Minecraft-like games, and they do a good job. So the fact that it's on this list, I'll give it credit where credit's due. So that's something. Now here we go. Another Zelda game, which I am also shocked because it must be a Western thing, because I know a lot of people that love Majora's Mask. Actually, Majora's Mask is many Zelda fans' favorite Zelda game of all time. But the fact that it's number 80 is insane. I gotta live in Japan in the gaming world and just be like, so what did you guys not like about Majora's Mask? Look, Majora's Mask is not my favorite because of the 3-day cycle thing, which I get why they did it. I understand the point, but I don't want that type of big moon over my shoulder. I kind of like to go at my leisurely pace. But there are ways to make it to where it seems endless with a few songs to play on your ocarina here and there. And also, I really like young Link. I think he's a really cool Link. And he gets all this badass gear. So the world itself is awesome. I just hated the 3-day system. I really did. Although it was cool to see, you experiencing what the townsfolk and everybody else in the world experience in those 3 days. You get to really see different perspectives. And it's cool to collect different masks and stuff, although I think some of them were more useless than others. It's all about the fierce deity mask, whatever. That's awesome. That takes some work though. So Majora's Mask, hate to say it, but Japan puts it at number 80. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I thought Nintendo really liked it because they re-released it for the 3DS, and that was fun to play. Definitive version. So 79. Another surprising thing, because people can't stop blowing Hideo Kojima. Now, I understand Metal Gear Solid, I played it earlier this year. It's not that great of a game. I can't believe how long it took me to realize how sucky this game was until I played it earlier this year. It was terrible. Okay, I was playing the trilogy. I was playing 1, 2, and 3. I got all the way to 85% done with 3, done with 2 and 1. I hate 2 and 1 are really bad. 3 is probably the only decent one, maybe 4, despite all the long ass boring cutscenes. And 5's got the best gameplay but the worst story. So that's neither here or there, or is it? So 1, I remember just playing it stream earlier this year. It frustrated the living fuck out of me. And I get it. It had to start from somewhere, even though there was Metal Gear for the original NES. But that's besides the point. But still, I'm still surprised at Metal Gear Solid. So many people love the Metal Gear Solid franchise, but you know what? A lot of it's nostalgia glasses, because if you did what I did and you replayed these games and take those nostalgia glasses off, 1 and 2 really suck. They are really terrible games. They're really bad for a number of reasons. I wish I still saved the streams, or else I would link them below. But yeah, just try them out and just see what I see maybe. 1, just useless historical context information that has nothing to do with the game. It's just, I hate Hideo Kojima isms where they force feed, they mansplain the fuck out of you in these games, and I can't stand that shit. I can't stand it. Also, Metal Gear Solid 1's combat wasn't that great. You can't hang on over ledges and stuff. So, yeah, that's why I'm glad they made Twin Snakes. Twin Snakes is really good, actually. I like that a lot. Okay, so Nobunaga's Ambition, number 78. I have no idea what this game is, so if anybody could tell me, let me know. So, straight to 77. Oh my god, we're almost an hour in. We're never going to finish this. Maybe I should make a part 2 or some shit. God. Mario Kart Wii. Let me tell you something. It made a lot of money for Nintendo. A lot of people had this for the Wii, with the steering and stuff. But listen, I grew up just playing controller only, and I hate gyro controls for anything in games. I'm sorry, I just can't. I couldn't do it. There were a lot of levels, though, in the Wii that were interesting that they brought back and some new ones, so I thought that was cool. But hey, Mario Kart Wii is not my least favorite. I hated Mario Kart 7 with a passion, although that's a lot of people's favorites. Not mine. But Mario Kart Wii, hey, a lot of people have good memories with that. I'd say I have more good than bad, but listen, it's all about Mario Kart 8 and Double Dash. And then, okay, of course, N64 one. But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Mario Kart 8, amazing. Fantastic game. Okay, so another racing game right afterwards is Kirby Air Raid. Never played it, but you guys can let me know if it's good or not. I think Kirby was trying to get a little bit of that Mario style action where they can make their own racing games, adventure, RPGs and stuff. Hey, don't get me wrong. Kirby Superstars, fantastic idea. Love that game. It's still a blast to play to this day. It's unbelievable how fun that fucking game is. Okay, Animal Crossing, number 75, Wild World. I don't know which one that is, so I don't have too much opinion on that, but Wild World. But Animal Crossing in general, to me, gets boring after about, I don't know. I spent 150 hours, 150 hours in New Horizons. And I know people have over 1,000 hours easily in it, and it's been a year. It's been almost 2 years since it's been out. Sorry, folks. Animal Crossing is just too mundane and boring for me. You can only, for me, I can only do so much in that. I saw the credits. I technically beat it. For New Horizons. 74. Ooh, Brawl not getting the love that it doesn't deserve that much love, honestly. Brawl was, I don't know, Super Smash Brothers Brawl, fighting game that came out on the Wii. I mean, tons of people play Smash Brothers games, no matter which generation. I mean, people are still doing tournaments for Melee on the GameCube, but I think what really ruins it for me is the stupid tripping in Brawl. That stupid RNG tripping. I think that's fucking stupid idea. I think it was a terrible idea. I think they should never have done that. I don't know what Sakurai was thinking, but I can't believe he never took it out of the game. And there were some unbalanced as fuck characters in that game. Ike, Meta Knight. But holy crap. But I did play the fuck out of Brawl. I played it. It was the next game to play. I mean, you'll never see me playing Melee again because the physics in Melee are just absolutely terrible compared to like playing the Wii U one and Ultimate. Ultimate is, to me, is just fantastic. Okay, 73, Gran Turismo 4. Never played a Gran Turismo game in my life, but I always saw the commercials for PlayStation about them. It is a popular racing series, and Sony's supposed to release a Gran Turismo game coming out for the PS5 sometime this year, I think. But I don't know. What are you going to do? 72, Kirby Superstar. Hey, we just talked about this. This game is fucking awesome. Don't let the number 72 spot. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of these games on here, it's amazing that they made it to the top 100 to begin with. So, credit where credit's due, like I said with another game. But my goodness, Kirby Superstar was a game that I played a lot for the Super Nintendo. And if you buy the Kirby collection for the Wii, it's really worth it. It's a fantastic fucking Kirby game. Probably my favorite Kirby game, and probably the only one I ever cared to really play. I played Kirby 64 Crystal game. I didn't like it that much. It looked so bad. It was so poorly designed. There's no like charm or anything like appealing about it. It's so so bland and slow. Compared to Superstar has such good personality and charm to it. It's unbelievable. And it's a great co-op game. Oh my god, co-op in that game is great. And you're never playing the same game. Each playthrough because you decide to go for this power instead of this power. It's great. Okay, 71, Dr. Mario. Hey, Dr. Mario's got some catchy ass music, and I think it is a pretty competent puzzle game. But I guess you can't compete against Tetris. But well, what are you gonna do? I guess it's not what the doctor ordered in Japan. Okay, 70, Monster Hunter World. Now, this is a Monster Hunter game I played a good amount. Definitely not a good amount in the grand scheme of things and like the average hours that people put in for Monster Hunter. Like, people live in these games. It's insane how much time they put into it. But that was the problem with me, is that you have to put in a lot of time to get anywhere in Monster Hunter World. And the thing is, with Monster Hunter World, it doesn't know when to fucking end, ever. There's so many times in the game where I thought it was going to fucking end, and it doesn't. Now, you can ask this question, or Niko, why would you even play Monster Hunter World for the story? I don't know, because there's a story in it, and I was curious. Why not? Why put a story in it at all? But it is a good game, though. Gameplay-wise, it's phenomenal. Definitely one of my favorite, besides like the Pokemon style, like Monster Hunter Stories gameplay, Monster Hunter World is fantastic. It's definitely up there for me. It's not a bad game by any means. It's just time-consuming as hell. Killing one monster takes like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm just like, and then yeah, the story just dragged on too long. But it looks great. It's a great game. It graphically, gameplay is good. Just all about it. It was a great success for Capcom. Pokemon X and Y, number 68. Really? I mean, it did better than Platinum. I mean, X and Y I had a lot of fun in, actually. Which I want to go back and play X and Y. Just restart it. Or something or the matter. Maybe emulate it, I don't know. Since I got all my Pokemon on the 3DS version. But I had a good time playing X and Y. I thought it was cool. They did a lot of neat concepts. And by the way, the anime they released for X and Y, back in the day, it was really good, Pokemon X and Y anime. I was surprised. I've actually watched a couple episodes recently. It was pretty good. I know, I'm a 32-year-old man watching Pokemon, but guess what? I have a Mario hat on my head, so there's no shame. Who cares? Pokemon X and Y, yes, one of the better Pokemon games in my opinion. I had a blast playing it. I like what they did with it. I liked the Mega Evolutions. I thought that was a genius idea. And I'm glad they kept it going. And then until Sword and Shield, or what was it? Sun and Moon, I guess is when they ended it, or Ultra Sun, whatever. Whenever they ended it, I didn't like that. I wish they brought it back. I really do, because, man, there were some really cool fights you can have. I like the story for X and Y. You know, I don't even remember the story. I lied. But I remember liking it. What's wrong with me? Okay. I can't believe what I'm about to read. This is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. And I can't fucking believe that it's this low on the list. I can't believe it. I can't believe this shit. Japan. You are a bunch of I'm sorry, Japanese gamers. You're a bunch of pansies, okay? You can't handle the sweat. You can't handle the sweat. Bloodborne at number 67. I can't believe it. No.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
I seriously can't believe that Bloodborne is number 67. When I saw this on the list, I was shook. I was in shock. Bloodborne for me, look, even if Bloodborne is a game that I don't spend like hundreds of hours in, that when you play Bloodborne, you are sucked into this game. Like, this fucking game is awesome. It's badass. The world they created, Hidetaka Miyazaki from Soft Games, you know, they make Dark Souls, they make Sekiro, they make, you know, Demon Souls. They're coming out with Elden Ring, which I hope does well. But Bloodborne is a masterpiece. And Japan and Sony knows it. And for some reason, they haven't brought it out for PC or done a HD or PS5 version, upgrade version, whatever, 60 FPS patch. That's all people want, really. But this game sold like hotcakes. It is still widely discussed as one of the best games ever made. And anybody who talks about it in their articles will say that it was a masterpiece of a game. Despite all the cut content, it's like, fuck that, okay? That's fine. Even with cut content, this game was absolutely amazing. Okay, hear me out on this real quick. The head honcho, Miyazaki, okay, he's like, okay, I'm going to go put Dark Souls 2 to the B team while I go work on Bloodborne, okay? and he did a phenomenal job with Bloodborne. So Dark Souls 2 comes out in 2014, right? 2013, 2014. And then Bloodborne comes out in 2015, and then fucking Dark Souls 2 Definitive Edition comes out the same year, and then Dark Souls 3 comes out months later, like early next year, the following year, 2016. But just the fact that he released this one-time game and it did so fucking phenomenal with all these other FromSoft games coming out, Bloodborne was definitely in the sandwich of all this, if you look at it my certain point of view. And it did this incredible, despite all the fucking, like, all the... I'm sure they had some development crisis where they had to rush a lot of things, you know? But Bloodborne being 67 is just... That's just a fucking gaming sin right there. I'm sorry. And look, I like Dark Souls more than Bloodborne. Okay, but I still think... that's because I like medieval fantasy theme more than the Gothic or the Victorian style stuff. Gothic or dark fantasy. Like H.P. Lovecraft dark fantasy stuff. But that's just my preference. But when you play Bloodborne, it is to me, I'm sorry. Bloodborne is such a superior game to Dark Souls. It's unquestionable. Objective fact, I know. That's just I know. I'm just busting people's balls, but hear me out on this. Bloodborne, even if it's not your style of game, just watch a playthrough of it, of somebody playing it with no commentary, and just understand why this game is so phenomenal. It's insane. Okay, so 66, Ghost of Tsushima. Looks fantastic. Great. I think this is set in Japan, I believe. Yeah. They released like a deluxe version or director's cut earlier this year, along with Death Stranding director's cut. And it looked fantastic. It was one of those exclusive PlayStation IP, one of those PlayStation exclusives that just sold the PlayStation even more like hotcakes. Good job, Xbox. I'm sorry, Nintendo and Sony get it right with exclusives. Microsoft sucks balls. I'm sorry. Your Game Pass, yeah, have fun with rental service. Have fun with that, with your games when you have no exclusives. It's like, what? Yeah, like I want to play 50 old games instead of one fucking game where I paid $600 for. I want to pay $600 for backwards compatibility. Way to go, Microsoft. Anyway, that's neither here or there. 65, Suikoden. Hey, I'm playing Suikoden 2 on stream. Shameless plug, Twitch, NikoTheLegend. Suikoden, fantastic franchise, series. It's interesting when Japan does video games based on Chinese mythos and lore. And that's what Suikoden is. It's great. If you like, it came out Suikoden 1 through 2, PlayStation 1, and then 3 through 5 on the PS2, and then you got the spin-off games. They're great. At least the first two. That's the only ones I've beaten, and I will get to the third game again and try to beat that, and then to go to 4 and 5. But people will always say Suikoden 2, 5, and 1 are their favorites, and this game is awesome. How awesome it is to recruit over 100 characters if you find them and do it correctly. It's fantastic. Stories are great. It's more on a smaller scale. It's not like the end of the world type situation. It actually has to do with, like I said, it's based off of a story, in China. So it's awesome. And if I butchered that lore, I'm sorry. Pokemon! Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I think we'll end it on this last one. 64. How fucking dare you, Japan? Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver will always be my number one go-to. You know what? Believe it or not, Sword and Shield is up there, and so is X and Y. Sue me. And then Leaf Green and then Fire Red. I'm sorry, but Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were pretty good too, but so late in the game for me. But Heart Gold and Soul Silver, man, if I ever do a Pokemon randomizer Nuzlocke, which is, I'll let you know what it is real quick for people that don't know. Nuzlocke, permadeath rules. Okay, there you go. 2, that's one of the main rules of a Nuzlocke. Randomizer is exactly what it sounds. Every Pokemon is randomized. The starters, the trainers, and the Pokemon you find out in the wild. Finding the wild. Yeah, it's a good time. Trust me. And it's difficult. It takes a lot of skill, but it always keeps you on your toes. It's a lot of fun. You guys should try it out. Pokemon Randomizer Nuzlocke. Just download the randomizer program, and then download an emulator for your Pokemon game, and then the Pokemon game ROM, and then, so on and so forth. It's really easy to use. I recommend it. Okay, well, we made it through all the way down to 63 on Final Fantasy 3. Okay, so how do you guys feel so far about this list? For anybody who's still here and listening, this is a very controversial list. And like I said, I'm disappointed in Japan. Really am. Bloodborne got me really good. That got my blood boiling like crazy. So we made it this far, folks. Maybe I'll do a part 2. I might do a part 2. I'm not too sure. If you guys want me to do a part 2, let me know down in the comments below. If you're listening on YouTube or Spotify, just check me out. Join the Discord server. Find me on all the links. They'll be in the description below. Even on Spotify and of course YouTube. This has been fun though. I like going through this. I want people to see my reaction, my nerdy ass reaction, and how I feel about this list, because it is a very, very crazy list. It's a very controversial list. I think it needs to be discussed a little bit more. I hope other people are talking about it. But hey, guess what, folks? I've been your host, NikoTheLegend. I hope you did enjoy. I have been your well-mannered teenager, the snowflake, the rambling idiot, and Vigil. This has been the top 100, well, you don't see it on the screen anymore, but the top 100 list of Japan's polling system out of 50,000 people in Japan. I'm very disappointed in you on this. I really am. But maybe the list gets better. It doesn't. Trust me, I've looked through it, and you'll be sadly disappointed on what Japan prioritizes over other games. It's really fucking sad. Anyway, folks, it's been fun. I hope to see you again. Like I said, links are down below. Check me out some more. And you know what? I'm going to go put some pants on. Okay? All right. Thanks. Bye.